So I was just watching this morning and they were interviewing Jessica, the American woman that wants to bring pageants from America over to here in England. It was in the newspapers yesterday, her saying things like the English are too uptight and brutish about the way that they do, or the way that we do our pageants. We need to relax more. It doesn't matter if children are in makeup at all. Who cares if people want to look at a child in a sexualized kind of way? You know, we don't live in fear, we just get on with it, kind of thing. That's how the press reported it. Now this did incense me, as I'm sure it probably enraged many of you people out there. However, when she was on this morning, discussing with Phil and Holly about it, not only did she come across as very articulate and intelligent, but I have now the utmost praise for her, because they were saying, did you say this? Did you say this? Did you say this? They were pretty much attacking her for what she had said, or what had been reported she had said in our press. Obviously the press are scumbag, low-life scum, almost as bad as lawyers when it comes to manipulating the truth and what actually goes on. So I don't know why I let it enrage me. But she came on and they said, oh, what about kids with makeup? And she went, well, she doesn't have makeup all the time. You know, if she's at a party, you know, with her friends or something, she might want a bit of makeup on. So do most kids. I know plenty of parents out there whose 4-year-olds, 5-year-old, 6-year-old daughters want to have a bit of nail varnish, or go into their mother's makeup bag, root through it all, make a big mess, put their face on, you know, make a mess of everything, really. You know, that's what female kids do. Why do female kids do it? Because their mums put makeup on. So their mums inspire their child and tell them it's okay to put makeup on, it's okay to be like this. So when your kid puts makeup on, don't get all uppity. If you don't want your kid to wear makeup, don't wear makeup yourself, for a start. But anyway, that's my viewpoint. Her viewpoint was she doesn't wear it all the time. And when it comes to the boob tube, well, not boob tube top, but, you know, top where you can see a stomach, you know, you can see the kid's stomach, and you can, small trousers. If it's in the summer in America where it's 40 to 50 degrees, I mean, we get bitchy about 38, if it even manages to reach that. So when it's about 40 degrees plus, then you aren't going to want a kid in full-on sleeve t-shirts, massive jeans which keep everything in and warm. You're going to want them in sandals, shorts and a small thin top, so that they don't die of exhaustion, dehydration and heat fatigue. And she said the only time people have anything against this is when they go on stage. When it came to the paedophile, when she said, I don't, you know, it's somebody else's problem if they want to look at my kid in a sexual way, what she meant was, it's not the kid's fault and it's not my fault. If my kid wants to wear makeup and wear what she wants to do, and as a good parent, I'm letting my kid be individual, express themselves and grow their own personality, and therefore I'm not hindering them by saying, no, don't do this, no, don't do that. It's not their fault that if some sick, disgusting, depraved, dirty, little, nonce, perverted paedophile who deserves to have his balls crushed with 2 bricks, beaten severely by every single parent out there, and then stabbed in the head many times by any child that they ever wronged if they did so, and then slowly killed instead of being put into a jail which we pay for. No, they should just be shot. They are sick, depraved bastards. And if they want to look at a kid in that way, it's not the adult's fault, and it's not their fault. The adult's expressing themselves, the parent is doing so. Holly, shouldn't call her that, Holly Willoughby said, you know, she is a mother, she doesn't want her kid to be like this, you know, to have all this and all that. I pretty sure Holly Willoughby is seen as a sex icon and wears makeup and shows cleavage and shows her legs and shows her boobs. If you don't want your kid to be like that, then prepare to be in a sweater all year long. Alright? The only people that, the only people that are putting pressure onto kids, because they put it up, it's like, well, if you give them makeup and if you give them clothes and you give them all this, aren't you putting too much pressure on the kid for what they're doing? And the only person who ever puts any pressure onto kids to conform and be a certain way is you, the parent. That's who put pressures onto the kid to be a certain way. No, don't touch that, it's hot. Obviously that's not obvious one, but go outside and play. Stop reading a book. Don't waste your time on the computer. Stop playing your game consoles. Go outside and play with your friends. No, you can't put the makeup on. No, you can't wear that type of clothes. I don't like those jeans. The shoes you're wearing is terrible. You're not going out until you're 15, and make sure you're back by 5 o'clock. I don't like your friends. I don't like this person. You're the only one putting any pressure onto your kids. The kids just want to run around and have fun and do whatever that their individual personalities want to do. And as an adult, the only things you should do as a parent is help them realise who they are as an individual, so that they can then go on to doing whatever they want to do. I mean, if your kid likes to put on makeup, likes to look good, dress well, and stuff like that at the age of 4, and you're there going, no, don't. Not only will she then get a complex about the way she looks, the way she feels, the fact that she won't put makeup on, or the fact that she won't show much skin when by the time she's 24 and everyone's still making fun of her for not putting makeup on, or not having a certain time, or not being able to lose because her parents were so strict with her that they wouldn't let her say boo to a goose. They're going to grow up with these complexes, with eating disorders, and if they like makeup and they like fashion, help them with it. Go, right, look, you are only 4 and 5, it's fine that you want to wear this makeup and that you want to express yourself in this way, but I only want you to do it in certain areas, which I can say so. But if you're interested in it, let's look into it. You never know, they could then go on to being a fashion designer, a makeup designer, they could be... they might not like the way the fur is still done, so they can go and be activists in political ways to help the fashion industry, the modelling industry, the makeup industry, and, just help them grow. And then they said, what about the personality? Isn't it a bit shallow saying it's all on the outside? And she said, well, actually, Jessica, the person in charge of the pageant, or trying to bring them over here, said actually it's based on the charitable work they do and their personalities. They are asked questions about things that they're expected to know and they're expected to have an answer for, and they're expected to do charity work. One of the pageants raised over, I think it was £8,000 for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So the pageant is helping charity, the kids that want to be involved. I mean, they said to her, did you ever want to be on stage? And she went, no, I've never wanted to be on stage. So she's not living out her dream. It's through her kid. It's what her kid wants to do. So fair play to you, Jessica, for outwardly saying everything that you did. And despicable media, as always, taking what you said and twisting it around and throwing it back in everyone's faces and yourself. Do not let this get you down. Do not let this beat you up. I mean, I know they were attacking you a bit, but they were very grateful. Philip Schofield and Holly Willoughby were both quite grateful. They weren't angry or enraged at the end of the interview. I think they were expecting to be. But Jessica, you pulled it off perfectly. Yes, children should be individual and free to express themselves in however which way they want, so that they can reach their full potential, and it is up to the parents to make sure that they are safe. If a kid wants to wear makeup, that's fine, but you're there to look after that kid so that kid doesn't get snatched by some disgusting sick degenerate. Let your kid do what they want to do. I mean, there's no point attacking a woman that has some makeup on and some reasonable clothes on, when you're there dressed in maybe better clothes with even more makeup, attacking that person about the fact that their kid also has makeup on and looks exactly like you do. They look up to you. You're supposed to be there to inspire them, not to constantly say no. And when it comes to it's what's inside that matters, have you ever seen... I mean, I know it does happen, don't get me wrong, I know it does happen, but have you ever seen someone like Arnold Schwarzenegger go out with a crazy cat lady? Or someone like Tyra Banks go out with the Hunchback of Notre Dame? No, you don't. When was the last time a woman walked past some thinny ass model doing all the... and giving it all that and flatting her hair and everything and going, that's so disgusting, it's so disgraceful? Women fought to be treated exactly the same as men. Women fought to be considered, to be there to say, look, here we are, we're exactly the same as you, we can do the same as you, we do have a head in business, we do know how to keep a family together, we can keep things moving, we can even be in charge of a country. Women have fought very hard for this right, and women are the only one bringing other women down by saying you shouldn't sexualise your own body. When was the last time a bloke walked past a Chippendale or a male strippers poster and went, I can't believe he worked so hard for those abs and pecs and now he's just showing them off to the entire world of women? Whew. Never. Never. That's when. Absolutely never. Because every bloke knows that if they had muscles and the body like that, that they would also be flashing it. Go down to the beach, you see it everywhere. Women flashing their skin, men flashing their skin. Sex is a big thing. Kids don't know about sex. Kids don't understand the concept of sex. Kids understand the concept of what they find fun, and for some kids, including Jessica's daughter, their type of fun is to put makeup on and pretend to be an adult and to understand the adult way. That is all. If you don't want your kid involved with pageants or you don't want them seeing it, that's fine. You also have to, it's not do as I say, it isn't do as I say, don't do as I do. It is do as you do as you say. That's how a kid sees it all. So if you don't want them to be a certain way, don't be that certain way yourself. If you don't want them wearing makeup, don't wear makeup. If you don't want them wearing revealing clothes, don't wear revealing clothes. If you don't want them to be an idiot, don't be an idiot. If you want them to get somewhere in life, try and get somewhere in life yourself. Be concerned about yourselves, not everyone else. Jessica's just trying to bring a bit of light entertainment, a bit of fun to England. Or, it's a big culture in America, it could be a big culture here. But no, because we're all prudes. But anyway, that's my thought on the kid pageant industry and it being brought over here, and her views and the article and the news coverage and everything that's been involved with this story. Let me know your views in the comments section. Check out the rest of my channel for further additional interviews, reviews, contents. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed watching this. Remember to like and share, and please subscribe. Until next time, take care and goodbye.